TokenMetrics is a cryptocurrency investment platform that helps users leverage machine learning to become better crypto investors. Our in-depth analysis helps eliminate the emotions of investing, find profitable investment opportunities, and filters out scams. Learn more at tokenmetrics.com. Disclaimer: TokenMetrics Media LLC does not provide individually tailored investment advice and does not take a subscriber's or anyone's personal circumstance into consideration when discussing investments, nor is it registered as an investment advisor or broker-dealer in any jurisdiction. Information contained herein is not an offer or solicitation to buy, hold, or sell any security. The TokenMetrics team has advised and invested in many blockchain companies. A complete list of their advisory roles and current holdings can be viewed here at tokenmetrics.com/disclosures.
All right. Hey, Bill, how's it going today?
I'm doing good, Ian. Thanks for having me on the show.
Awesome. Yeah, so hello, everybody. Great to have you guys here. Apologies for the slight delay, but it's definitely been a sad day for anybody out there who's a basketball fan. You guys know I love my basketball. I'm a big fan of Kobe Bryant. And yeah, it's RIP Kobe Bryant, Kobe Bean Bryant. Definitely a sad day. I mean, I was almost crying, almost canceled the show today, but I basically told myself, what would Kobe do? And the Black Mamba would say, still have the show. So here we are. Definitely our thoughts and prayers go out to all of Laker Nation, California, his family, and the 5 people that were in the helicopter crash. All right, as you guys can see, we have a nice new layout. Hope you guys like it. It's more professional. Last time on the show, somebody said we should definitely spruce things up a bit. So we've made that change. Hope you guys like it. As you guys can see, I'm definitely rocking my Kobe Bryant jersey today because it is a special day. All right, Bill, how are things with you?
Well, I used to cheer for the Lakers a lot. So, my heart's a little heavy with Kobe, but, it is cheerful to see crypto moving again. So, green puts me in a good mood. So I'm doing well.
Awesome. Yeah, so, I mean, unfortunately, apologies, guys, if I'm still kind of getting my stuff together. It's just been a very sad day. All right, let's do shout-outs. So first people on the stream today, shout out to Desiree. Yes, RIP Kobe, Elene, Bob Reed, Clay Furious, G Flight. Kobe was a legend. So every single year, I have this habit where I watch Kobe Bryant's highlights for his 81-point game, just for inspiration. Like, that's how many people he's touched, I feel. Just by his play on the court, he's been able to touch people who don't even play basketball, right? Because I definitely don't have any hopes anymore of becoming a professional NBA player. But anytime I wanted inspiration, if I was going to try to do something that I felt was almost impossible, I would just watch Kobe Bryant's game and see how he dominated and scored 81 points. And that would just inspire me to go out there and dominate the crypto space. So Kobe Bryant was definitely a huge inspiration. Hey, Adita, thanks for joining. Christian, great to have you here as well. Burns Christie, Trap Talk TV, Mitch, hey, what's up? Gatan, Ace, hey, what's up, Ace? Yes, all right, so today we have lots in store. So today's show is called Running with the Bulls, crypto's next leg up. So the Mentimeter code is 779267. Just go to menti.com, that's MENTI.com, and use the code 779267. All right, so let me just share my screen here, guys. Apologies. Let's go to... All right, so here we are. So as usual, pause and read the disclaimers. This is not investment advice. We're just merely sharing our personal opinion. And as usual, Black Mamba Day today, very sad day. Okay, on the agenda. So if anybody wants to join the affiliate program, just go to partners.tokenmetrics.com and join. Definitely recommend you sign up. We have over 100 affiliates already and growing. 20% lifetime recurring commissions. So meaning that you can earn up to $480 per customer per year if you join. Very profitable. So we'll cover crypto therapy. We'll tell you our thoughts on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the altcoins. We'll give you top 10 cryptocurrencies on the week based on token metrics. And we have made a very huge change to our rating system. So I think you guys will like this. Stay tuned for this. And we'll have an AMA. Any questions you have, just ask them at menti.com, menti.com, and use the code 779267. All right. With that being said, Bill, give us a quick intro on yourself.
Okay. So I'm Bill Noble, and I am the person that institutions and big and small have turned to in volatile markets. So I used to work for Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, and more recently I had some ex-colleagues say, hey, Bill, why don't you take a look at crypto? We'd love to see what you think. Next thing you know, I'm hooked. I'm working for Charlie Shrem. Okay, I'm crypto 24/7. And now here I am with Ian Bellina doing it all on TV.
All right, good. Bill, do you have your camera on by any chance? Not sure if we're getting you. Is it back? Is it on?
Let me check.
Okay, apologies for that. Anyway, yeah, so thank you for that intro, Bill. And you guys know me, I'm Ian Bellina, founder of Token Metrics, also a partner at 100x Advisors, which is our blockchain investment and advisory company. We make investments in the crypto space all over the world, so definitely check us out. I also worked at IBM in IBM Analytics as a sales executive and also as a technical sales engineer. Was there for 4 years, so IBMer. Then also worked at Deloitte as an IT consultant. All right, Bill, are you back?
Yes. Can you see me?
No, I cannot. But anyway, I think
You can hear me though, right?
Yes, yeah. I can see you here. Okay. Anyway, that's fine. Go ahead. So hold on, let me just. Okay, so first question of the day: which alts will lead alt season? Let us know what you think. Which altcoins are going to be the catalyst or be at the forefront of the next alt season? The options are Decred, Matic Network, Cosmos, Binance, Maker, Blockstack, and Holochain. Let us know what you think at menti.com. That's menti.com, and use the code 779267. That's 779267. Okay, Bill, what's your take on this? Which alts do you think are going to lead alt season?
Well, I've always been a big fan of Decred. Okay. But I really think it's going to be Cosmos that's going to be the leader, because chains talking to each other, as I understand it, is going to be a big deal. So I think Cosmos, Decred are the sleepers. And then I think, we didn't list it, but I also think things like Zcash and Dash, I'm not sure whether you consider those alts or not, but they're going to be the leaders, right? Cosmos would be number one for me.
Yes, yeah. I mean, so there definitely are alts. Very good choice over there. If I had to pick which ones I think could lead the alt season, Cosmos is up there. Cosmos, Matic Network, Blockstack, Binance, because I feel like as people gravitate to crypto and go from mainly crypto fiat to crypto exchanges, I mean, they definitely will gravitate to Binance. So I feel like Binance will be a catalyst during the next alt season. Okay. Let's go back here and see what people say. Okay, Binance in the lead. Okay, very interesting. Followed by Maker, Blockstack, Holochain. Go to menti.com. Tell us what you think. Also tell us in the comments below. All these we think are pretty solid projects based on our analysis on tokenmetrics.com. We'll get into the new upgrade we've made to our system I definitely do know there are lots of questions people have around this. So stay tuned. We're here to answer any questions you have, because this is really the biggest change we've made to our grading system since we launched. So we're always out there trying to optimize and make sure we give you the best analysis out there. And our North Star is trying to help investors make money. So everything else is viewed through that lens. And this drastic change to the grading system, we think, can make investors more money. Okay, so Binance is the winner. I agree with that. Okay, let's go to running with the bulls. So let's talk about classic consolidation and Hello Sunday. What does that mean, Bill?
All right. So we have a unique challenge today. We're going to talk charts, possibly without charts. Let me see if I can share my screen, if you can see it. If not, I'll just talk you through it.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So what's happened here is the market shook everybody up, right? I'm not sure if you can see that or not, but the market shook everybody, right? It consolidated for like 6 or 7 days, 8 days. And that last little leg down was kind of nasty. People went home on Friday. They were like, ooh, I'll buy it later. Okay. Famous last words in a bull market. Okay. In a bear market, everybody knows about the pain, but there's also pain in bull markets in that people get left behind. Okay. So, everybody goes, okay, I'll buy it later. And then they wake up today and they're in their pajamas and they're hanging out. And the next thing they know, Zcash is up 10% and the whole market is just ripping to the upside. And that's exactly how it works in bull markets. The consolidations shake people out. They scare them. And then right when you're not expecting it, boom, it takes off. And then when it takes off, people go, oh, I'll buy it later on a dip. And then it never dips again. It just keeps, trending. That's why we called the show Running with the Bulls.
Yeah, I mean, spot on. So hopefully people don't get left behind. So we're getting closer and closer to the Bitcoin halving. How do you think that's going to affect things?
Well, as a technical analyst, I look at the Bitcoin halving, kind of from a distance. I go, it's a potentially positive catalyst. It makes Bitcoin a little scarcer. It gets Bitcoin in the news. So in that sense, I think it's positive, right? Mm-hmm. I also think, global markets are kind of repricing themselves, or about to be repricing themselves for everything from presidential politics to strange diseases.
Oh man,
in other words,
China.
Yeah, I mean, financial markets are priced for perfection, right? The world is perfect. If you look at the stock market, the world's perfect, right? So in the event the world's not perfect, okay, then crypto is dramatically undervalued and other assets may either need to range trade or go down, right? And I think the way the world is revaluing itself is revaluing crypto much higher.
Okay, so you bring up let's talk about the coronavirus. How does that impact global markets? Okay, so
that's a good question. It begins by saying, how does that impact global psychology, right? So, if you were an equities investor and, you've already made 5 or 8% for this year, you might lock that in and say, I'll come back when this is over. I'm taking a break early. I'm taking profits. Or I got to get hedged now, right? Because nobody knows what happens with that. And I think the other idea is that something like this, even if it's not, some sort of like Woody Harrelson zombie apocalypse movie, it just reminds everybody that perfection doesn't exist. That's what I think the big catalyst is, right? Like, we're always saying the world needs crypto. Why does the world need crypto? Well, because there are strange things out there that are weird. And you never know what's going to literally take people's heads and turn it and focus it on the fact that, there are strange things out there and the world's not perfect. So if it takes a germ to do it, it takes a germ, right? It could take a germ, a war, something strange happens and people go, you know what? Cryptocurrency sounds good to me.
I mean, I haven't really had a chance to kind of follow what everybody's talking about, but everywhere it seems to be really going viral. All right. So for those who don't know, there's basically a virus going around that's, I believe, airborne, and the symptoms don't really show themselves until 2 weeks later. So with the Chinese New Year happening, where people all over the world are traveling around the world to China or to go see their loved ones who are Chinese, this, I think somebody told me this is the equivalent of Thanksgiving for Americans, but like, I think 4 times bigger, something like that. So imagine people traveling during Thanksgiving, but it's 4 times bigger or more. And there's this big virus, whether it's SARS, we had the chicken flu a while back, Ebola. Imagine that kind of threat happening, but the symptoms don't really show themselves until 2 weeks later. And I think the death rate is about 50%. So, I mean, this is definitely very scary stuff. So hope everybody out there is safe. I definitely don't want any crypto family out there to miss out on just life in general, plus also possible gains. Okay, all right. Let's go back to the show here. Okay, so crypto therapy. Let's look into Bitcoin, Ethereum, and altcoins and do some TA. And as Bill is pulling that up, if you have any questions for the AMA, go to menti.com, menti.com, and put in the code 779267. That's 779267. All right.
All right. Can you see my screen on the share there?
Yes.
You do. You have it. Okay. Great. Okay. So what we have here, we're looking at Bitcoin, and you can see this big blue arrow on the right. So I know it's a heavy-hearted day for basketball, but basketball is still the best analogy for crypto. All right. Essentially, crypto has been consolidating and bears have been pushing it down the way you've been pushing a basketball or a fully inflated soccer ball below the water in a pool. As soon as you let go, the ball pops up not only to the surface, but above the surface. So when something is almost artificially suppressed, once it starts coming up to the surface, it flies. In the case of Bitcoin, when you see this blue arrow, bottom line is Bitcoin was in this downward sloping channel. Okay, it pops above it, and then it turns around and holds right there. So what was resistance becomes support. And basically, it looks like 11K. Okay, if you go to Ethereum versus Bitcoin, real interesting chart here. I got this from charts.cointrader.pro. It looks like Ethereum versus Bitcoin is breaking out. Okay, this is a very unusual chart, which means alts, which Mike Novogratz categorizes as anything other than Bitcoin. So that means Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, Dash, Zcash. And I think the whole rest of the crypto universe is coming with it. And here's why. Okay, this is Bitcoin dominance. Now, I've gone back and forth with this chart. I've studied it for a while. And this to me looks like Bitcoin dominance is going to literally crash. This means that there is the whole altcoin universe. And I think it's going to be either led by Ether or by Bitcoin Cash. If you want to talk about Bitcoin Cash, we can later, but sometimes people don't want to talk about it. But I think those two things, those two coins could lead the whole thing. And that's what's going to ignite the Decreds, the Matics, the Cosmos, or frankly, anything that pops up in our AI top 10 or top 15. Right. Now, again, Ether, if you look at it, this is just a simple daily chart. Here's this downward sloping range. Ethereum hasn't even broken out yet. So Ethereum versus Bitcoin is telling you Ethereum's going to break out, but we haven't even gotten to the exciting part yet, right? We haven't gotten to the real rush in. So that's kind of how I'm breaking this down. I think the next stop's 11K.
Okay, so next
I think
stop,
it's just going to go up,
11K.
go up. Yeah, go up, go sideways, go up, go sideways, go up, go sideways.
Okay.
Like a step function.
Now you mentioned Bitcoin Cash. What is going on with Bitcoin Cash?
That is a great question. Okay, so Bitcoin Cash has recently invalidated several bearish formations, which makes the technical read bullish. Okay. And as you can see, just in this, in this area over here, this rally has been enormous. All right. Now, why is it happening? Well, I'll take a guess that if people have to move money around and they don't want people observing them on the Bitcoin blockchain because, companies like Chainalysis, they can monitor the big blockchains like Bitcoin and Ethereum. But if you wanted a Bitcoin alternative, that's why they made this. If you wanted to do business or move money on another chain, Bitcoin Cash could be something that people are using to move money out of the Middle East, China, whatever. So I think if Bitcoin Cash gets up above 356, then, it's got legs to go higher. Right. And it's just acting like people want it the way they want Zcash and Dash. Now, we know why people want Zcash and Dash, right? Because those were like the Venezuela currency crisis. I need to preserve my purchasing power currencies. Mm-hmm. Bitcoin Cash may be joining that group. And even if it's not, well, we're in crypto. There's nothing like some healthy speculation. If you gave me a choice between Bitcoin Cash going up with healthy speculation and some of this bear market action that we've had over the last 2 years, it's not even close, right?
Yeah.
So, Bitcoin is leading, Ethereum and alts are going to follow, and that's how I'm seeing it.
All right. I mean, wow. So I had no idea Bitcoin Cash has been moving that fast since December. So it's up over 100%. It looks like. Oh
yeah, it's just been smoking, right? Because literally everybody, including me, was like, this is potentially bearish, and then it wasn't. Mm-hmm. And then as soon as people started looking for what I call, large cap altcoins, maybe that's a term, large cap altcoins. Yeah, it was off to the races.
All right, that's always good news. Okay, so going back to let's go to the next question.
Okay.
So Ethereum. So we talked about how Ethereum could possibly lead the next leg up.
Right.
Let us know what you guys think. What's your price target for Ethereum in the next 2 years? Go to minty.com and use the code 779267. That's MENTI.com and use the code 779267. So the options are Ethereum will be at $50 in 2 years. Option 2, $200. Option 3, $400. The fourth option, $800. And the fifth option, a new all-time high, $1,600. Let us know what you guys think. Also, be sure to comment as well. Okay, wow, musical chairs. Okay, first 1,600 is already in first place. What's your take on this, Bill?
Listen, we got a lot of smart people on the Token Metrics team, right? Like I'm the humble chart guy. We have a technology guy, and when he looks into the camera on our meetings and goes, I'm excited about Ethereum 2.0. Ethereum drops near 100, I'm going to raise capital and buy some. Yeah. I'm paraphrasing. And when I heard that, and I look at these charts, and I think about how long and just the boredom Ethereum has put everybody through in terms of price action. I don't know. You've got to be there. Like if you're a crypto fan, if you're an Ethereum fan, the way it's trading, you got to be there right now. You can't let it bore you out of the game, because when it goes, whether it's 600 or 800 or 2,000, you got to want to own it. You can't look back at December 2020 and go, oh my God, I could have bought Ethereum at 160. What? And I didn't. You'll never live with yourself, right?
Yeah, well said, well said. Ethereum, the technology we think is phenomenal. Our developer loves it. Our chartists love it. I love it. For those who don't know, Ethereum 2.0, we did send out an email, I think back in December, to our Tokenmetrics premium customers, giving people a quick synopsis on Ethereum 2.0. But it's going to be quantum resistant, meaning that quantum computing, whenever that becomes a big thing, Ethereum will already be ahead of the game. The pivoting or changing to proof of stake. I mean, they're making so many advancements. Ethereum will be able to scale to over, I think, almost 1,000 transactions, maybe even more. So everything you've been hearing from every other blockchain that's trying to kill Ethereum, Ethereum 2.0 is basically going to kill that to a point where you won't need any of these other blockchains. So we think that this year is going to be a great year for Ethereum. If Ethereum doesn't go past, in my opinion, 800, it's a bad year for Ethereum, because this is their year. They're launching a new version of Ethereum 2.0. So if they can't get any kind of rally through that, then things will be very, very bad for Ethereum, in my opinion. But I don't see that happening. So if I had to guess, I would say $800 is my price target. Now that's for this year. So if we're thinking 2 years down the road, I think I have to agree with the community. $1,600. Let's go. All right. Moving on. 1,600 is the winner. All right. So now time for the tokenmetrics.com top 10 rankings. We call this the Tokenmetrics Moon Index. This is a question people always ask on the live stream, so we've made this part of the show where we go through and give you our top cryptocurrencies. Now this is the part where everyone should pay attention, because especially the Tokenmetrics customers, because this is the part of the show that is brand new. Or rather, sorry, we've launched brand new ratings. So these ratings, people have been asking lots of questions about, so now it's a chance for me to kind of go through and explain it. All right, so these are the new Tokenmetrics rankings. So as you can see, the grades are much, much higher. Now, this is because we've made a drastic change. This is our biggest change since we launched. But before I go into that, let me just go through the top 10 cryptocurrencies right now. Number 1, Ethereum at 92.4%. Number 2, Bitcoin at 92.1%. Number 3, Cosmos at 87.8%. Number 4, Matic Network at 83.5%. Number 5, Decred at 81.4%. Number 6, Binance at 81.4%. Number 7, Maker at 80.9%. Number 8, Tezos at 80.8%. And number 9, Holo, which is Holochain, at 80.6%. And last but not least, number 10, Dash at 77.9%. Okay, so why are the scores much higher than before? So we have made a drastic change. So before, as mentioned, the grading system was built on our analysis, which is going through doing the fundamental analysis, the technology analysis, and the technical analysis, the TA. And then we're basically doing a balanced score of all those three. And we also had the machine learning in the back end. But now our machine learning is ready to go prime time. So now the grades update every single day based on the winning machine learning model. So we're running over 20 million models a day to find the most optimum weight that's the best at predicting ROI based on our back tests. So what does that mean? So if you go to the machine learning part of Tokenmetrics, and if we go to final grade, okay, it was here somewhere. Okay, I think maybe I'm in the wrong account. But anyway, let me refresh here. All right, so here we go. So here are the current weights based on our analysis. So the overall score we have, 44% of the grade goes towards the fundamental score, 28% of the grade goes towards the technology, and 28% of the grade goes towards technical analysis. Now, please bear with us. We do understand this is very technical and complex to understand. So we will, in the future, make this easier for any newbie or anybody who's not really a data scientist to understand. But this is just kind of the raw data dump. So the grade that we saw on the prior page, for example, this grade is based on that, right? So 44% is the fundamental, 28% is technology, and 28% is bullish. So we take that grade, then as opposed to grading it based on a hypothetical perfect score of 100%, we've shifted to a system where it's based on percentile. So we're looking at the highest historical score for each category. So the highest fundamental score we've ever scored across all the cryptocurrencies in our system, the highest technology grade, the highest TA score, and that's being used as the flagpole bearer. So for example, if the highest fundamental score in the system is a 90, and a particular project gets 70 out of 70, we take that and divide by 70 over 90 to get a score. So that score would be like 83%, which is, I believe, what you get when you divide 7 by 9, if my math is correct. But yeah, so shifting to a percentile-based score we think is a better approach, because hypothetically, yes, for example, TA score could be 100%, but in the real world, that's never seen. You never see a perfect TA score because there's so many factors. So if we go to Ethereum, for example, and pull up the technical analysis, you will never get all these different indicators all bullish at the same time. That's almost impossible. So that's why the scores were pretty low, and that's really the change we have made. And we think, based on our tests, this is the most optimum way to have the readings, because our North Star is making investors money. So we want to give people the best way to make money. Obviously, it's not financial advice. It's just kind of our research. But based on our analysis, we think this system is a lot better. And more importantly, it can capture those movements. So it can capture the bottoms and the tops. Obviously not perfectly, but we think close enough to a point where an investor can take advantage of that. So I'll stop there. If anybody has any questions, just feel free to answer those questions or ask those questions in the comments below. Okay. All right. Let's go back here to Bill. So any thoughts on that, Bill? Any comments on the new grading system?
Yes. So I, like everyone else, have to sit down at their computer every day and say, okay, what's bullish? What's bearish? Where is this thing going? Right. And now when you guys have made this grading system, right, I can look, instead of having to like figure out, gee, which charts to look at. Now I've got a learning machine telling me what charts to pay attention to, okay, which lets me focus on individual currencies. And as an analyst, it allows me to come up with themes, right? So I said, as soon as I saw the Decreds, the Matics, Ethereum on top, I was like, oh my God, this is going to be an Ethereum altcoin led rally, right? So yeah. I use it to come up with ideas. Now you may use it differently, but it's making my life easier, right? Obviously I'm with Token Metrics, so I'm going to be positive on it, but it really is making my life easier as an analyst to cover this whole universe and then come on TV and tell you something that you don't already know.
Yeah. And one thing to add, so the weights we have, they change almost every day, assuming we find a more optimum weight than the day before. So our models are working hard every single day to find the best way to predict ROI and to find the most accurate models for predicting that. So if we find something that beats yesterday's model or the model a week before, then that's the one we change. So when there's a change in the weights, everything will be updated live on the site in real time. All right, so let's go to questions. So, first question is, what do we think of Chainlink? Okay, all right. Bill, any thoughts on Chainlink?
Okay, let me see if I can call it up. All right, I'm searching for it now.
Okay.
All right, here comes the chart. I'm doing the share. Okay, so do you see my chart now?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So here's what I would say about Chainlink, right? So the way I'm looking at the world is you go up, okay, and then you discourage everybody by doing this sort of like consolidation pattern. Okay, see, like right here. That's really annoying. That's November to January, which in crypto is an eternity. Okay. And when everyone's bored and doesn't like it anymore, what happens? There you go.
It goes back up.
It goes back up. Right. So these altcoins, right, they can wear you out. You know, even I was like, okay, you know what? Let's not do this altcoin thing anymore. Guess what? Everybody gets worn out and then it goes. So, you know, if you like Chainlink, you want to buy Chainlink, take your shot. Use a stop, be smart. But I think this is very representative of what's going on out there in the market right now. Up, consolidate, scare, bore, whoops, I missed it, up. Right. And then, you know, this can lead to some seriously heavy FOMO, say, you know, 2 weeks, a month out, right? It starts moving slowly and then everybody goes, oh God, you know, just refer back to Dash and Zcash, right? They were in our top 5 for the whole month of December. And, you know, as soon as I noticed it started going up, I was like, oh God. So you don't want to have that oh God moment. You want to be prepped, ready, in. So if you like Chainlink, stay with it. Go with it.
All right. So Chainlink is ranked 16th on our token metrics index, while its market cap is 17th. So, I mean, our team has gone through and done a thorough review on it, which is available on our site, as you can see here. So overall, we're neutral on it based on the analysis. 75%. Fundamentals could be better. Technology could be better. The TA, however, is very good. So not really for a long-term play, but in terms of a short-term trade, we think it's doing very, very well. Right? We think this is a possible short-term trade opportunity. And that's based on oscillators and some trends here and some custom indicators. So basically what okay, hold on, apologies guys. Okay, sorry guys, just realized you guys can't hear me. Okay. So let me just kind of go back. So what I was saying is Chainlink is 16th on our token metrics rank index. So the fundamentals and the technology could be better, but the TA score is very good. Very, very good. So overall, we're neutral on it in terms of a long-term perspective, but in terms of short-term, kind of saying what Bill said, we think this is a good opportunity for a short-term trade. That's why the TA is bullish. So this is based on the oscillators, the trends. Yeah, so long story short, short term, we're bullish. Long term, we're neutral. Okay, any further comments on Chainlink, Bill?
No, I think that covers
it. Okay. All right. Let's go on to the next question. Hello, could Bill have a look at Icon TA? Sure. All right.
All right. Let me see if I can pull it up. Okay, coming up here. Okay, so let's talk about Icon. So this is the tough part of a bull market, folks. This is where an object is in motion and we're trying to figure out what the next point is. Okay, I would say that if you look at this chart, Icon was up around 220 or 2200. Okay, so I would gather it's got enough upside to get to this green line right there. So in other words, I think this is just going to continue to go up. Right.
That's good news.
In other words, the speculative fever in crypto, the revaluation in crypto is happening. Now that's leading to some speculation, but I really do think the whole crypto universe is being revalued. And this is a great example, right? This could be Dash, Zcash, if you didn't know what it was. So, you know, this is an example of something that's just going to take off until it gets to where it was, say, in the fall.
Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, looking at that, let's go to the tokenmetrics perspective. Let's pull up Icon. So, ICX. So right now it's 29th on the tokenmetrics index, but we think this, but market cap is 55. So as we pull this up here, so technology is all right. Fundamentals could definitely be a lot better. Technical analysis could be better. Now this is based on a weekly time frame. So Bill's time frame was daily or based on 2-day charts. So that's kind of different. But looking overall, I mean, oscillators are bullish. The 200-day EMA is bullish. Trends. So, I mean, Icon is definitely one to keep an eye on. I mean, would I personally hold it? No. But if you're holding a bag, I mean, things can possibly get optimistic. All right, let's go to the next question. Okay, so the next question for Bill. While you worked at big banks to do technical analysis, did you use any special indicators or regular indicators which are available in platforms? Thanks.
Oh, that's a good question. So I use a lot of basic technical analysis. In equities, I use Tom DeMark's indicators. Those are typically not available on TradingView. They're on things like Bloomberg and CQG. You know, I also, one of the reasons why I love working at Tokenmetrics is that we have very high tech. That's the stuff that Ian develops. And then I have no tech. I actually keep the charts by hand, like with a pencil and a ruler. Mm-hmm. So I would use Tom DeMark's work, basic technical analysis, and then on the side, my secret sauce was the stuff that I kept by hand.
Okay, can you kind of tell people about Tom DeMark's for those who haven't heard of him?
Okay. So Tom DeMark was, you could say he was the original data scientist in technical analysis. Paul Tudor Jones gave him a fleet of C++ programmers and a huge amount of resources. And he came up with this amazing system and just a huge number of indicators, just invented them. A lot of very, in a very similar way to what Ian's done with Tokenmetrics, except it's huge. Mm-hmm. And what Tom's work's famous for is for predicting tops and bottoms. Okay. You can Google TD sequential. So this was invented because back in the day, hedge funds were playing in like agricultural futures, and the hedge funds were so big relative to the market that they had to get some kind of indication as to when a bottom would be coming or a top would be coming. so that they could start buying and selling, because they couldn't do it all in one day. They have to do it over a period of, like, say, a couple weeks. So Tom's work became a great way to find tops and bottoms. It was also great because, you know, not everybody had it. Now, once everybody had it, it didn't work as good.
Yeah.
In equities, I can say it is great for finding bottoms. Because of QE, it's not as good for tops.
All right. Thank you, Bill. Great question. Great question. Okay. Do you have a cash out plan for the parabolic bull run? Could you please share your plan? I mean, I don't really have a cash out plan. If there's a bull run, I mean, it's definitely always healthy to take profits on the way up. But I mean, I haven't really thought about a cash out plan. Do you have a strategy for cashing out, Bill, for the bull run, or do you just ride out the rally?
Well, I prefer to use the term diversification, right? So if crypto explodes, then I might want to diversify into metals, gold, platinum. You know, if Bitcoin's at 25,000, gold might be at 4,000 or 5,000. So, you know, I might want to just change my asset allocation mix.
Yeah, I think
all the way down to buying, like, you know, a vacation house in Zurich. You know, that's not going to be me, but
yeah.
You know, you would buy other tangible assets with the fiat you get from selling crypto.
Well said, well said. So to add to that, I would say, I think just following modern portfolio theory in a way. So just rebalancing your portfolio. So I think any beginner, anybody, or even in general, any investor, if you just stick to that, that whole system is designed to help you take profits from your winners and buy the dip on your losers, which is very tough to do if you don't have some kind of system that forces you to do it. So that's why with Token Metrics, that's why we're planning to build a robo-advisor that will help you rebalance your portfolio for you, because that's the entire premise. It will take profit on the winners and buy the dip on projects that are fundamentally sound but aren't doing so well. So in a way, almost projects that are almost bottoming. So I think if you stick to that, if you just have a diversified portfolio and you take profits on your winners and put that capital towards your losers, that could be a good way to really cash out on projects that have experienced that parabolic bull run. Now, outside of crypto, I definitely agree with Bill. Diversify. Real estate. Real estate is a good avenue to put money in. I wouldn't touch equities because I feel like maybe. So we've been on a bull run in the equities market for what, 10 years now, or so, Bill?
Right, over 10 years, going on 11.
Yeah, and last year was the best year in a long time. So yes, the QE, quantitative easing, could keep on pumping money and keep on propping up the equities market, but I think the house of cards will eventually crash. I don't think it's going to keep on going on forever. So with that in mind, I would definitely look into other asset classes like real estate. I haven't dabbled in gold, so I don't really know much about gold or other commodities. But for me, I would say real estate, business, creating a business, buying a business. I've talked about that earlier in the show, buying cash flow businesses. So I think those are different ways for people to cash out of crypto or out of bull runs. All right, let's go to the next question. Should I give up on Zilliqa? Okay, let's have Bill pull up this on the TA. Then we'll also show what Token Metrics thinks as well.
All right. What's the symbol for that?
ZIL.
ZIL.
Okay. Hey, Ilya, thanks for joining. For Demas, Diego, how do icon till I die? LOL. Hey, Diego, hey, just be careful, man. Be careful with hodling. As Miho says, hope dies last.
Okay.
Cryptorius says, being in crypto for 6 months, so glad I got in. Better late than never. Yeah, well said. Well said.
Okay. So let's talk about ticker symbol ZIL here versus Bitcoin. So this has been making, this is a weekly chart. It's been making a base. And if you've held on for this long, hold on to see if this base can produce some type of a rally, if some sort of positive catalyst can appear. I mean, it's kind of close to zero. Why give up now?
Yeah.
Frequently, what I've noticed with myself, you know, because you got to be careful when somebody comes on and says, oh, I'm an expert. Okay, well, actually, we're all students of the market. So if you feel like giving up, if you're just like, I'm calling the show in, I'm calling this in because I'm so depressed, sometimes that can be the low. So I would say, wait.
Okay. Let's see what Token Metrics says. Okay. Zil. Okay, so it's 19th on our Token Metrics rank. Market cap is 82nd. Now let's pull it up here. So right now it's not so bullish. It's basically bearish overall. Technology score is 69%, fundamental 67, technical analysis 59. Yeah, I mean, so kind of what Bill was saying, it's basically gone all the way down, almost to zero. But on the positive, the 9-day EMA is turning bullish and the 200-day EMA is turning bullish. We don't believe there's a full-on trend reversal yet, but as Bill said, if you hodled all the way to the bottom, I mean, just keep on hodling. I mean, because in case something does turn around. Okay, all right. Let's go to the next question. How many daily users does Token Metrics have? Good question. We've had steady growth over the last 2 months. We've been in business for about 2 months. I'd have to pull up the exact numbers, but I would say we're about 1,000 active users daily. About 1,000 users daily. I would say it's probably in the low hundreds also. We have some people that are using the site almost every day, almost every other day also. So, I mean, it's definitely very active, especially in the 2 months. And we expect as crypto and especially Altseason kind of starts to rally, we expect more people to join the platform. And we're also making lots of changes and updates to the platform as well. So if anybody has any feedback, just go to feedback.tokenmetrics.com and send in your feedback. Please bear with us. We have been slow with really doing new reviews right now on projects because we've been focused more on launching this new grading system. So that's the launch we just made. And we've also been kind of focused on operations and a few other things. But with that being said, though, we're always getting feedback from the community. And yeah, let's go to the next question. Yeah, I mean, RIP Kobe Bryant. We love you, Black Mamba. I mean, he's been a huge inspiration to me. That's why I pulled out the Kobe Bryant jersey, 24. It's kind of sad I never had a chance to see him play in person. I think that would have been great. But I'm definitely going to watch his 81-point game again soon for inspiration. He was a legend. Okay, let's breeze through here. Okay, do you think BitMEX is on the verge of a breakout? It looks like it's following Binance. Okay, Bill, can you pull up BitMEX? BTMX, I believe is the ticker symbol.
Okay, let me take a look.
All right, as Bill pulls that up here, I can just.
Okay.
Oh, you have it? Okay.
Okay, here it comes. All right, so this is like a 12-hour chart. Okay. Now, so anything new in crypto comes out, right? What's the first thing it does? It goes down. that's just what happens. That's just what happens. Okay. Then it goes back up again after everyone gives up. Mm-hmm. And then you can decide what happens next. My guess, looking at this just 12-hour chart, is that, when you have these avalanches, it's time to look at things as if the glass were half full. So if you're inclined to like it, feel free. Because this literally, I guess we could call it puke and rally. That's what it is. And I think this is puke and rally.
Now, hold on. So when you say puke and rally, so the peak was BitMEX going down. The rally is now going up.
Right. So,
but now we don't really know where it's going next.
Right. But I think you can look at the next stage as the glass is half full, right? Because crypto is positive. If Binance did well, then, BitMEX may be next. Because, that is a really nifty derivatives exchange with leverage, right? Mm-hmm. If you think about what Dash and Zcash have done, can you imagine if other coins perform that way and you had the ability to use leverage? Right?
Yeah.
I mean, because I know a trader. I mean, once the thing goes his way, once he's like 5-10%, gains, he starts levering up. So,
yeah,
people have been feeding on leverage in equities for 10 years. In crypto, in my opinion, it's just starting. So there's a case for MEX.
Yeah. Now leverage trading is very dangerous. So
yes.
Not for newbies.
No, definitely not.
I mean, not even for some professionals.
Right. It isn't. Okay. But this exchange does offer that, and I think institutions may want it.
Okay, so BitMEX is 92nd on our token metrics rank. I don't think we've finished. Okay, I guess we have. All right, so 68 for fundamentals, 41 for technology, 47 for TA. So this is kind of more on a weekly time frame. So we don't think a long-term trend reversal is in yet, but definitely do keep an eye out on it. Now, to kind of veer off, so let's say you're a short-term trader and you're looking just for a quick trade. So let's see what token metrics is bullish on. So we have Ethereum, Maker, Chainlink, Algorand, MadeSafe, Nebulous, Tether. All right, so Binance as well. Actually, let me flip this. Okay, that's better. All right, so very bullish. Token metrics. This is for purely based on the weekly TA. So not looking at the fundamental or technology. Well, actually, in a way, we are if we look at the overall score. But for quick trades, Binance, Waves, Energy, Seal, Bitcoin SV, Bitcoin Gold. Okay, very interesting list here. I'm not really in the trading game, but maybe those would be good projects to add on a watch list. Okay, all right. Let me know whenever you have to leave, Bill.
Okay.
Okay. Next question. Thoughts on Arweave? Okay, I'm not sure if that's trading. I know we don't have that in our system here. Okay. Do you want to try pulling that up, Bill?
Yeah. What's the symbol? Do you know?
I have no idea. I'm guessing just type in ARW, maybe. Okay, Michael is saying they removed Zilliqa on the Coinbase custody list. Okay, interesting. Yeah, guys. If you guys like the show, give it a thumbs up and like. Let us know if you like the new layout as well. We think this is going to be a better way to kind of be more dynamic and kind of give you guys all the info you need at a high quality. Okay.
Yeah, I think we'll have to get back to the person on that one particular coin.
Okay. All right. No worries. King Nick is saying, Bill may want to look at the Binance Zill BTC chart instead of the BitMEX chart. Much more historical data plus volume on the Binance chart. Okay. We'll do that. Thank you, Michael. We're glad you like the show. We like you guys as well, and girls. Crypto family in the house. Okay. Let's go to the next question. Do you use valuation in your metrics? For example, Matic valuation is 3 times higher than its market cap. Only 25% of Matic is counted in its market cap. Right now, we don't really look at valuation. So what we look at are purely the fundamentals, technology and weekly. Everything is, if you join on Tokemetrics, everything is kind of on each page. So if we pull up Matic, for example, okay, let me take off all these filters here. So we pull up Matic Network. This one is a favorite. Okay, so this is basically what we look at. Fundamentals are good, technology is good. Now, for those who noticed that the technology score has changed, that's because, once again, everything is now based on the new models we have, and they update daily whenever we find a better model that has different weights. So this is basically what we go through and look at. So we have the team, and this is a summary: the team, the security, reputation, the marketing, the liquidity, development, market standing, scarcity, some initial screening questions. All this is available here. So just go pull up Matic. Same thing with technology. We go through, look at the innovation, the architecture, the code quality, mainnet, usability, team, all of that. And then same thing with TA and performance metrics. Okay, so this one seems to have an error. Okay, I'll have to talk with the team about this and see what exactly is going on here. All right, but yeah, I mean, so we don't really look at valuation, but indirectly, in a way, we do. So, for instance, projects like Matic, right? Its Tokemetrics rank is 4, while its market cap rank is a 91. So, meaning we think this has lots of room for upside. So that's why it's ranked very highly. So we don't look at it directly, but indirectly that is a factor. Okay. Exchange tokens are really the only thing in this market that produce real revenue. What under the radar exchange tokens are you looking into, if any? Under the radar exchange tokens. I don't really think there's any under the radar exchange tokens at the moment. I mean, we're looking into Binance. Binance is obviously in our top 10, but that's not really under the radar. If we keep scrolling down, I'm not really seeing any other exchange tokens. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else, unfortunately. Huobi is all the way at 72. So that's really it. There isn't really any under the radar exchange tokens. If we do find one, we'll let you know. Okay, last time out you said you would look at Neo 3 as your team hadn't checked it out yet. Thoughts on Neo, please, and upcoming 3.0. Still no update yet, unfortunately. Our team has been busy with lots of things, especially with this new update on the platform. So we haven't looked into Neo 3 yet. It might take a while because we have a backlog of lots of other projects people have been sending us to take a look at. But be sure to just go to feedback.tokenmetrics.com, send in your submissions, have the community vote on it, and our team will go through and make those changes. So this is kind of what we've been busy with, and also just fixing some bugs on the site as well. So please bear with us, but we'll be getting to that soon. Okay, let's go to the next question. Should I invest on ALF? We can't tell you what to do. We can't give you any customized, individualized investment advice. All we can do is just research. So let's see if we have that in our system. Okay, we do have ALF in the system. Right now, we're bearish on it. TA is 61, technology 61, fundamentals 49. Overall bearish, so we wouldn't touch it at this point in time. But this is just our perspective based on our research. Sometimes we could be totally wrong, but for now, we would not touch. Okay, can you pull up ALF, Bill, and see what the TA charts say?
Sure. I got it right here.
Okay.
Getting these things. Okay. So is it ELF? Is that the symbol?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm seeing here on the 4 hour is, every time this thing tries to get started, here, 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 and here, someone's unloading it. So this thing's got somebody on top, and every time it pops its head up, they're unloading it. Like, you can't really see it if you look at a daily chart, but if you look at, say, a 4 hour chart, somebody's selling, right? Mm-hmm. Now, somebody is also taking the supply in, okay? But with the rest of the market ripping to the upside, it's not exciting to me, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, you don't have to go out and dump it, but somebody is out there dumping it, and other coins are rallying.
Very interesting. So could possibly be the company's, the project itself could be a whale investor, advisor, but somebody's basically dumping on the market whenever it goes to that tipping point. All right. Very good analysis. Okay. Thoughts on Nash Social, decentralized exchange, and their next token? Okay. If I pull up Nash here. Okay, fundamentals, technology we don't like, but technical analysis. Okay, so very bullish on the TA. So we think this is a short-term trade. Curious to see what Bill says as well from the charts.
Okay, what's the symbol? NAS?
NEX?
NEX.
Yeah, it's a DEX. I'm not sure if it's trading on any other exchanges, so it might not be on TradingView.
Yeah, it's not there.
Okay, so that's one of the cool things about Token Metrics. We have even alts that are not on TradingView. Okay, yeah, so this is a possible short-term trading opportunity according to this. So we see candlesticks. We have the bullish Harami and the bullish Bozo. I have no idea what that is, but the Bozo says it's good. All right. Going on to the next question. Can Bill do TA, fundamental analysis on Chills, CHZ? All right, so Bill, you can pull that up. Let me know whenever you're ready.
Okay.
Let me pull it up here on Token Metrics. Okay, I don't think we've finished scoring this, but if we go purely based on the TA, so the weekly TA is bullish, according to this, especially the HMO crew.
Okay, I'm coming up with it right now. Here
All right.
it comes. Okay. All right. So CHZ, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, ironically, this is like the reverse of what I was just talking about earlier. This was like rally then puke, right? Okay. So here's how I would operate with this. So this thing went up, everybody got excited. Then it fell below a key point at 89. And that's a Fibonacci retracement level. So if you saw this thing pop up above 89 and stay there, you could go with it. Because this looks like a situation where everyone loved it and then everyone gave up. And everyone could continue to give up, but this is a situation where you would want to see it rally and then go with it if that's what happened. Right? Don't catch the falling knife here, but if it starts rallying, go with it.
Okay. Well said. Well said. All right. So you also said fundamental analysis. So fundamentals, not so good right now. It can team can be better. Market standing, development, marketing is good. Reputation is all right, but basically the team and the security and decentralization could be better. All right. Okay, name 5 coins you think Coinbase will add next. Icon is maybe one of them. I don't think so. I mean, so if we do the Coinbase test, let me take a look at what coins are already on Coinbase. If I can pull it up here. So Cosmos was added recently. So looks like Coinbase agrees with us that Cosmos is a solid project. Let me... Okay, so I've pulled up Coinbase. Okay, so they have Ripple. I mean, so maybe... Yeah, that one is surprising. Okay, Decred. Is Decred on Coinbase? Okay. No, so I think Decred could be added. Matic could be added. Binance, I don't think they'll add a competing exchange. Maker is not on the tradable assets, so Maker is one to watch out for. Tezos, they did add Tezos. Holochain, I think look out for Holochain. Dash, they do not have, so I think that's 5. We have Dash, Holo, Maker, Decred, Matic. Anything you want to add to that, Bill?
Yeah, Zcash.
Zcash, yeah. Actually, Zcash, right. they already have Zcash.
They have Zcash? Okay.
Yes, yeah. They have Zcash. They recently did add Orchid, which is a VPN coin. So that's interesting. All right, good question, good question. Let's move on here. How low will Bitcoin go? Do you believe we've reached the bottom around 6,700? Okay, yeah, this is a question for Bill. Do you think we've reached the bottom?
Yeah, I think the low for the year's in. I'm willing to go there.
All right.
Right. I mean, crypto is being revalued as we speak. So if I'm wrong about that, God help us all. Seriously. I want to see crypto start rallying after 2 years of doing nothing. So far, it's doing everything right.
Yeah. I mean, we're also very bullish on Bitcoin, as you can see here. Overall, looking at the tech, the fundamentals, the TA is not quite there on the weekly. But despite that, it's still doing very well on the technology and the fundamentals. So that overpowers the TA. So that's why it's ranked second on our Tokenmetrics Moon Index. So very, very optimistic for Bitcoin. Bitcoin should definitely be part of a portfolio. Bitcoin and Ethereum. All right. And next question. Is there a tentative launch date for the robo-advisor? Unfortunately, no. It's taking a long time, also longer than expected. Regulation, paperwork, and just compliance is the main holdup. So because we have to have all of that taken care of before we can even really begin development. So no time frame yet. All I can say is we're hopeful we can get it out end of 2020. But I mean, at this point, we're at the mercy of the regulators. So can't really give any dates. Okay, do you have a prediction price for BTC in the next 2 years at the height of the parabolic bull run? So we aren't really in the prediction business for 2 years. That's kind of almost impossible to predict. But if we had to predict, I mean, I don't really know where to go. Bill, are you able to do that on TA? Or that's probably
well, I'm not able to do it on TA, but I can try to use my imagination if you want to just play around with it. Yeah. So I would imagine we're going to see some sort of gigantic, euphoric new high because people are going to need it. It's not going to be like 2017 where it's a speculative phenomenon. People are really going to need it. So if we're looking 2 years out, in 1 year's time, I think it can make a new high. It can be very exciting, 25,000, 30,000.
Okay.
Then I think what might happen is something might catch up to it or be more popular. Ethereum. No, I'm not saying Ethereum's going to go to 25,000. But, it might be something like, Bitcoin just goes to a certain price and just sort of sits there. And the action in terms of appreciation is somewhere else. Mm-hmm. Right.
Right.
I know it's crypto. I know our logo is I get it. But I think Bitcoin might semi-moon and then other coins might catch up to it. And that's the astronaut move over the next 2 years.
All right. Well said, Bill. So Bill has to go. Thank you so much for that insight and analysis. It's great to have you and take care. Have a great day, Bill.
All right, Ian, always a pleasure to be with you. Thanks a lot.
All right. Take care, Bill. Okay.
We just landed on the moon in a Lambo. Taking pictures with the zoom and the angle.
All right, man. Once again, guys, R.I.P. Kobe, rest in peace. Black Mamba, you're a legend. So inspirational to so many people, even outside of the game of basketball. Definitely, I enjoyed watching all those games. All right, so let's wrap up the show. Let's answer the next few questions. We're here in the home stretch. Okay, give me a second here as I. Okay, so we've taken care of this. Can you look at Neo and where it is going? Okay, Neo, let's pull up Neo here. Neo is 15th on our token metrics rank. Market cap is 20th. The grade is 75%, so not too shabby. So it's neutral. Fundamental 67, technology 70, technical analysis 65. We do have some issues on the price predictions, so we can't really use them at the moment. So it's basically saying could go as low as $8.28 or as high as $13. That's on the 30-day price prediction. Now the technical analysis. it's not really saying much. It's neutral, so no trend reversal right now on the weekly. So I mean, that's really the thoughts on Neo. Anybody holding Neo? Let us know in the comments down below. My top 20 token metric screen looks different from yours. Shouldn't the top 20 content be identical? Depends on what plan you have. So I'm on the professional plan here. So if you're on the, so if we go to subscription, okay, hold on, give me a second. So depending on what plan you have, so the hardware plan only gets the top 20 market cap, while investor plan gets top 100 market cap, and professional gets unlimited, gets everything. So depending on what plan you have, you only get top 20 or top 100 in market cap. So actually, we should probably add market cap in here to avoid the confusion, because we do have it on the homepage, but I don't think it's here on this one. So that's probably why. Right, so for instance, Matic will only appear on the investor plan because of its market cap rank. And then Decred won't appear on yeah, so Decred as well. Anything outside top 20 market cap. Then Blockstack will only appear for professional investors. So that's why it looks different. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Carter. Eric says, I'm on Neo. All right, cool. Thanks for the comment. Okay, let's go to the next question. Any thoughts on Acoin? Acon's token? I mean, Acon is a homie, man. I had a chance to meet him at the Malta AI and Blockchain Summit. And man, the after party with Acon, man, that was lit. I mean, that was lit. Actually, hold on. Let me see if I can. Let me see if it's maybe easier for me to just share my screen. How do I do this? But anyway, sorry guys, just give me a second. I mean, it was lit. Acon, that was the best crypto conference after party I've been to in a while. But his project, I mean, they've been raising funds for some time. I did have a chance to talk to the team, the co-founders, the business partners who are managing the project. I think it's good. They're trying to bring crypto to Africa. Definitely support that. Whether it's something that's good to invest or speculate in, that remains to be seen. I believe they were looking into possibly listing or doing an IEO on exchanges, but our team hasn't done an official review on it, so we can't really say much other than it's not really meant for speculators, I think, right? So might not really be the best coin for that. Okay, all right, let's go to the next question. Okay, let me go back to my screen. Okay, any thoughts on storage coin? Okay, I don't think that's in the system, is it? Yeah, we don't have that in the system yet, so I cannot really say much. But from a TA perspective, not so good. Bullish on the 9-day and 200-day EMA. We have a bullish spinning top, whatever that means for the candlestick experts. But I mean, overall though, when it comes to storage, I'm more bullish on projects like Filecoin. I was an investor in Filecoin back in 2017. Still waiting for them to get listed. It's been taking forever. Okay, what are your thoughts on Firm Network? Their chart looks amazing and still very low market cap. Okay, so first of all, disclosure. Let me pull it up here. So we have some kind of consulting agreement with Firm Network, so just want to make that disclosure. I don't own any Firm tokens at all, but the team they were winners of our Crypto World Tour event in Lagos, Nigeria. That's in Africa, and we have kind of been doing some consulting work with them, although we haven't been paid anything per se, but we just have a contract with them. So just want to make that disclosure before I talk about them. Now, in terms of their rating, the ratings could be better. So fundamental could be better, technology and TA could be better. So I mean, overall, the system says it's very bearish. But if we go to the technical analysis, it's kind of the same thing. All the EMAs aren't really bullish. Candlestick is bullish with a bullish spinning top, but that's about it. Not too many bullish indicators. So going back to your question, I mean, our thoughts. I mean, the team is building. They did launch staking, which was very interesting, and I believe you can earn up to over 80% if you lock up your tokens. For what, couple years? I think it's 2 years. Something like that. So, I mean, could possibly be lucrative depending on if you're a long-term believer in the project. Definitely low cap project. We think fundamentals and technology could be better from our team, from Paresh and Sam, who've gone through and done the analysis on the project. So that's our take on that. Can you look at AMLT, please? I don't think we have that in the system. We don't have that in the system, unfortunately. Face token, please. I don't think that's a token, is it? Is somebody trolling me? Facebook. Is that what you mean? Facebook Libra. So technology is solid on Facebook. Libra fundamentals could be better, but that's because they haven't really launched yet and it's not really trading anywhere yet. But overall, I mean, neutral but decent score. Okay, let's go to the next question. How's Tradov with the BBC token looking? I'm not sure I understand that. What do you hear about the OGN? Not sure I understand what that is. OGN. Okay, alright. I think it's time to wrap up here. Phantom. Do we have Phantom in the system? Okay, we haven't finished grading Phantom, but we do have the TA score, which isn't so good. Bullish on the 9 and 200-day EMA. And yeah, that's really it. Thoughts on energy staking? It has been popular, but the project has kind of gone down. Tommy is the homie, Tommy World Power, who's the founder of Energy. He's a friend of mine, a very helpful and resourceful guy. So if we look at the TA is good. So as mentioned, it is turning bullish. Staking, can't really comment on the staking, haven't looked at it, but I believe it's one of the better performing projects when it comes to staking in terms of ROI. So if we do staking rewards, right, so pull up their site here. If we go to reward percentage, okay, they don't have energy here. I thought I'd seen something about energy. So okay, reward is what, 14%? Okay, not sure why I saw that. Okay, Masternode. Annual rewards 37%. Staking rewards 14%. I mean, I think what the project has done very well is their treasury fund. They basically, a percentage of what's mined and everything goes to the team to help with building and development. So I think that's definitely a good way to really keep on funding the project to make sure it has a nice cash reserve. Thoughts on Cody? I was an investor in Cody and IEO, and they were winners of Crypto World Tour event in Tel Aviv, Israel. But it hasn't really performed well. And yeah, that's basically it. Tech TA score isn't so good. We don't have a technology score yet. Fundamental score, I believe we do have. Okay, so I think for all the coin questions, let's leave the coin questions for a different day. If you have any other coin questions, be sure to subscribe to tokenmetrics.com. We do have a nice 14-day free trial available. Also, be sure to use the coupon code CryptoFamily. That's one word, all caps, CryptoFamily. That will be very helpful. And okay, another question. Thank you for all that you're doing. Thank you, appreciate it, CryptoFamily. Give it a thumbs up. Okay, Face It Here and Trading Token. Okay, I haven't heard of those. Okay, so all the coin questions, we're gonna have to end there. Okay, have you checked cryptodividends.com? No, I have not. Let me. Okay, I'll have to check that out. I'm not really seeing any rankings here. But staking is something that I think is good. Staking and mining, as mentioned before, I'm mining Helium, and some people I know are already buying and trading it on OTC. A Helium token is going for about like 34 cents, 35 cents or so. All right, guys, I think that's pretty much it for the show. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate the love. Crypto family.
We just landed on the moon in a Lambo.
Hopefully you guys like this new layout. Give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe, share with your friends, your crypto family. As Bill said, 2020 is turning very optimistic for crypto. Becoming very, very optimistic. I highly encourage you, if you haven't yet joined tokenmetrics.com, join now, join today. Right after this show, use the coupon code CryptoFamily, one word, all capital letters, for 10% off. And be sure to join the affiliate program so you can also earn some commission for inviting your friends to Tokenmetrics, because our North Star is making money. We built this platform to make money first and foremost, and we think right now this is really a tool, a research platform that people need to do better research. And with the new grading system and updates, our machine learning models are working hard every single day, 24/7, to find the best possible investments with the biggest chance for growth. Because this is the number one question every crypto investor asks is, what coin is good right now? And we have answered that question. And we answer that question every single day. So I mean, if you're not with the program, I mean, I don't really know what else to say other than join the spaceship, right? So with that being said, it's been a pleasure, and once again, sad day for basketball. Kobe Bryant, he was the homie, Black Mamba. You shall be missed. You're a legend, Inspired me in so many ways. I mean, inspired me for greatness, and inspired so many people for greatness. Just watching your dedication to the game. I was watching an interview with Kobe on Valuetainment YouTube channel, and I mean, I told my brother, I was like, you have to watch this video, because my brother's off in college. I'm like, you have to be dedicated like Kobe Bryant is at whatever you do, because I mean, he's greatness. He's the epitome of greatness. So definitely a very sad day. So with that being said, we're out. Shout out to Kobe, Black Mamba, signing out. Thank you guys so much. And don't forget, the moon is not the limit. To the moon and beyond. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
TokenMetrics is a cryptocurrency investment platform that helps users leverage machine learning to become better crypto investors. Our in-depth analysis helps eliminate the emotions of investing, find profitable investment opportunities, and filters out scams. Learn more at tokenmetrics.com. Disclaimer. TokenMetrics Media LLC does not provide individually tailored investment advice and does not take a subscriber's or anyone's personal circumstance into consideration when discussing investments, nor is it registered as an investment advisor or broker-dealer in any jurisdiction. Information contained herein is not an offer or solicitation to buy, hold, or sell any security. The TokenMetrics team has advised and invested in many blockchain companies. A complete list of their advisory roles and current holdings can be viewed here at tokenmetrics.com/disclosures.